Hello, hello, another beautiful, beautiful day. So today I would like to speak to you about something in a little bit different way. We're in this beautiful garden restaurant just south of Taichung. So my name is Leon Lacouvé, the grandfather, and today I would like to speak to you about thought. Now, in my estimation, we're all very, very busy people. Very few people have the time to reflect, to sit back and analyze life, what life is about, why am I here, where am I going? So, when can we have this time? Well, I was thinking about this the other day, and there are three modes of transportation that come to mind immediately when it comes to modes of thought. Now, the first one has to be the car. When I drive my car, do I have time to think? Gosh, I hope not, because if I'm thinking about reality, about philosophy, about where I'm going in life, I could easily have an accident. And I think if you drive a lot, which I do, you often see people that obviously are thinking when they should be driving. Extremely dangerous. I think all of us have had the experience of driving our car. People are signaling that they're turning right, but suddenly they veer to the left-hand side. Terrifying. Just terrifying. So, what's another mode of transportation? That has to be the plane, the airplane. And because we are on an island, we always have to fly to some place. Now, my experience with air travel, and I think probably it's the same with yours, I must get to the airport at least an hour and a half to 2 hours before the flight. Why? Why? The bugbear of security. Whatever this is. These very, very long lineups, they scan you, something is always buzzing, they're always looking through your bags, they're taking away your water bottle, etc., etc. Now, in my estimation, the security, at least the security I've experienced all over the world, wouldn't make me feel safer to get on an airplane, but it's part of the bureaucratic approach to safety, which I guess, unfortunately, we all have to accept. We have to accept. And then we get on the airplane, and usually the food is not that good, the videos and the movies not that good. So what can we do but read a book and or think and ultimately maybe sleep, depending how long the flight is. When we go to Europe, it's a long way, maybe 12, 14 hours. So we can do all of that. We can read a book, we can think, and we can ultimately sleep a bit. But the other mode of transportation, of course, is the train. Now, the train is great, really, isn't it? Because we go to the train station, and usually, once again, all over the world, the train stations are fabulous in most cases. They're usually clean, but more importantly, they're usually dynamic and exciting. People moving to and fro. Now, I find that the train station is attractive because I can actually get on a train with relative ease. No one is really bothering me that much. And then, once we're on the train, fabulous. You get that natural sway, which produces, of course, thoughtfulness, and it produces, ultimately, rest, sleep. But if the truth be told, my preferred method of transportation is walking. I like to walk because when I walk, I can look at the sights, the sounds, I can reflect on actually what is going on in my day, and I can ponder the world and what's happening in the world. And I think it is increasingly more and more important, especially with the crises that are existing in the world today, that we think, because I believe, and I'm sure you believe the same, that if we learn to truly think, critically think, then we will learn that time is extremely important, and we can solve all problems, I believe, with dialogue and critical thinking. And you know what they say, ultimately. You know what they say. Critical thinking, of course, is extremely necessary, and ultimately, critical thinking is great. So the next time you want to spend a little time in a state of reflection, think about the car. Impossible to think when you're in the car. Then, of course, we have the plane. Difficult to get on a plane, but you ultimately can, and then you can relax. Then there's the train. Trains are wonderful, fabulous, really. I've taken trains and I've spent a night away. It's really lovely. And then walking. And once again, please think about critical thinking. It's extremely necessary. And have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.